everybody. Hello, Terri Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer here. And it is Ask Me Anything Friday. Ask Me Anything Friday. How are you? Happy holidays. And for those of you, this Sunday is Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Happy across the board. That's why I like to say holidays, because holidays are lovely and we do tend to get a little Christmas centric, don't we? And then we want to celebrate Hanukkah. We want to celebrate Kwanzaa. Whatever you're celebrating, happy holidays and enjoy it with family. Be thankful. And if you don't have family to join me right now. Okay. Hi, how are you? Ask me any kind of question. This is where you get to ask me questions and I answer them. What you're looking at up here in the corner is my latest pin design. And I did it exclusively for a gallery in Simi Valley called the Lewis Galleries. And they invited me a little over a week ago to be a special guest at the gallery. I did a gallery opening and I was very, very honored. In fact, it was probably, time is flying so fast, guys, that I can't keep track. So here's the pin. I'm going to let you look at it a little bit more while you join us. And I'm going to pull out, I just want to look at my guide here, because if I don't write something down, it doesn't get remembered for me. I'm just saying I like to write in a book. So here we go. Yes, just last Saturday. Yes, it felt like it was last Saturday, but I wasn't going to overthink this. Last Saturday, I was invited by Marianne Lewis of Lewis Galleries, and I think I mentioned this, to be a part. And so for her, I designed an exclusive watercolor painting. The watercolor painting, the original has sold, but she is going to sell prints. So if you like this little guy is Figment. Now, if you're on the East Coast, you know Figment for real. Maybe on the West Coast, you know Figment or you don't know Figment. Anyway, here's Figment. Ta-da! He's a lovely pin and you have to get it at the Lewis Galleries. So I'm going to help you with that. How about that? I'm going to help you at Lewis Galleries. Here you go. Here is where you go. To order the Figment pin, call Marianne. Here's her phone number. Or just drop by and check it out. You can also at that time learn about the print that we're doing of the painting. And let me just show you what the painting looks like. I think I have a picture of it in here. Let me just check and see. Yes, I do. Here it is. So I am going to, I think I might even have it here. So let me cut here and then let's see. I'm going to leave this here for you just in case you're interested. The pin, oh yes, I do have a picture. Here is the painting. So this painting is to celebrate the little Figment pin, and the little Figment pin is yay big. So here it is in its little package, limited to 200, sold at the opening last Saturday. But there's a few more. And so I told Marianne I would share it with you, but just reach out to Marianne and talk to her about why, price, why, many. I think it's around $20. I always sell my pins for $20, and this one at the gallery is around $20. So there you go. He's really cute and sweet. And if I set him on here like this, you can see him even better. You can check his colors. There's his colors right here. See? Ooh, very cute. He's very cute. He's very sweet. Big pin. On the back, my name is embossed. I will sign each one. And then it says one of limited edition of 200. So there he is. He's super cute. There he is. Yay. And he goes with the painting. So if we were, so he goes with the painting. Bam. There's the painting, and below is how you order. Okay. Any questions, any challenges, you can ask me and I will be happy to share it with you again. Welcome again. Happy holidays again. And there you go. Okay. All right. So today, there we go. I had to get back to you. Today we're talking about Avatar. It opens today. Are you excited? Are you excited? I'm going to see it Sunday. And as you heard me say, Avatar 2, will they do what they want to do? Because it's going to take 1 billion with a B for this movie to break even. Billion with a B to break even. Break even for a billion. So a lot of you are going to have to go. A lot of you are going to have to go to the theater. There are a lot of subscribers to Disney Plus, but of course it's not going to be on Disney Plus. It's in theaters only. So a lot of you are going to have to beat your feet out and see go to the theaters and see if this is actually going to hit that 1 billion and beyond mark in order to break even. That is a big ask. Okay, that is a big, big, big ask. I honestly can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. But I've said before, don't let people, don't let people tell you what to do. They obviously didn't. They invested $1 billion into this film, getting it made. And I hope they can break even. That's a big ask. So I hear it is, I mean, we all know. What are your comments on it? What do you think about $1 billion being invested in a movie? Don't you feel like you'd rather see some of that billion be invested in our teachers today? I always say that. Okay. I really would love some of the money that goes to football players, basketball players to go to our teachers, because teachers help us to form the youth. They are the sculptors for us, our people of tomorrow. They help the young people of today. Help them to fashion into good human beings. And without a good teacher, it can really destroy a life. It can really destroy someone's heart, someone's mind, if the teacher is bad. And I just think it would be nice to throw some of this $1 billion towards the teachers. I just think it would have been better invested. And I love movies, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love movies. I was in Ghostbusters. I was in Men in Black. I did Dune, the 1984 with David Lynch. I did a lot of movies, and I love movies, and I go to movies. I just think that some of these, this is a lot to spend, and this is a huge ask. Can it be done? And if it's done, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow is all I keep saying, yeah. I'm curious about it. I know it's going to be beautiful. I know it's going to be beautiful to look at, but what's the story going to be like? For me, the first one wasn't. It was beautiful to look at, the first one, but the story was derivative, meaning it took from other sources. And being a reader, I knew these sources, and I also am married to someone who's a real avid reader. And I'm the kind of reader that if I read a book, certain points will stay in my head, but the whole book doesn't stay in my head. My husband, on the other hand, can read a book, and it's like going into a database that he tends to just not forget. I mean, he remembers the book almost play by play, in my opinion. And so he really, when he was watching Avatar 1, said, oh, this is really beautiful, but how about an original story? So this is the challenge you have with various people. Readers are going to say, wait a minute, it's beautiful, but couldn't you make it your own story? You got all these great characters. Why couldn't you put together your own story? You're a magical person, whatever. So in this case, we're nervous, because it was derivative before. And now we're like, But, the honesty is what my husband says is we may not be the demographic. We're both 65, almost 66, and maybe it's not for us. Hope it is. It needs to be for quite a few people, wouldn't you say? If you've got to make $1 billion to hit the ground and then make a profit, yikes. Oh, shudder, as I say. So, yeah, that's got me thinking. It's got me thinking a lot. And I thought I would share that with you this holiday season, as well as reach out to you today on this Friday. I know you're probably super, super busy, and we won't be long on this Ask Me Anything, because if the questions don't come, we'll pop off, and I know you got to go. Because if you're like me right now, if you're like me, and if you're joining me later, then you don't have anything to worry about this, the holidays over or whatever. But welcome anyway. I do this every Monday and every Friday, and also on my Patreon page. And let me just share that with you really quickly. My Patreon page, if you go here to my Patreon page, you can join Terry's Tribe. And for $5 a month, you can be a part of a huge growing community of positive, like-minded people that help each other stay positive, stay solid, and encourage you to go forward and make a living doing what you love, or at least get involved with doing what you love and work towards making that living. Why? Because you deserve it. Okay. So this is what we do in the tribe pretty much all the time. However, between Christmas and New Year's, we're doing something just between us on the tribe. We're going to share our favorite storybooks. Many people in the tribe are Disney people, but we also have Lego people. We have people who design shows. We have people who are cast members. We have people who love plays. We have people who love the Ducks, the hockey team. And we have people who love to sculpt. We have people who are musical. We have people who are singers, people who are play instruments. Basically, what I'm telling you, we have accountants. We have people who keep things tidy and clean and wonderful. Basically, we have artists of every level. So if you'd like to join, this is where you go, and check it out. See if you want to. You can dip a toe in the water, $5 for a month, see if it suits you. And if it does, stay with us. If not, we understand. We will understand if you feel like you need to change the channel. But it's going to be great fun. We're doing that on the 28th in the evening, and we're going to share our favorite storybooks. I have a collection of twisted storybooks, and I've been collecting them since I was a little kid. So I have a few, but I am not going to be the only one sharing. I'm asking the tribe to bring one, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that between Christmas and New Year's, because honestly, not everybody is going to be busy during that time. And maybe this will be just the catalyst, the springboard, the trampoline, if you will, to help you feel all warm and fuzzy and snuggly inside to start your new year. So if it sounds like something you'd like to do, join here, $5 a month, and you will, I don't think you'll regret it, but then, it's tons of fun. It's tons of fun. So I hope you'll put some skin in the game and come and join us. All right. Okay. So, so I've told you about the pin, and I've told you about a couple of things. We talked a little bit about Avatar. We can't talk too much about Avatar 2 because it just dropped today. And if you're one of those people who has seen it earlier, which is not me, I don't want to spoil it for you. Even if I did see it, I'm going to see it Sunday. And then I'll kind of tell you vaguely. We want to protect you. We don't want to tell you the whole story. It's really gonna suck, honestly, if we tell you Avatar when you want to go see it. Doesn't that bother you that someone sort of, drops something that you would love to have experienced yourself? Absolutely. So, so that's my thoughts on that, and my excitement about that. So, but I started to say that I'm a little nervous because I realized my friend Evan, who is on his way to Memphis right now to celebrate holidays with his family, mentioned to me that Hanukkah was Sunday. And I got to thinking, if Hanukkah's Sunday, it's usually not too far from Christmas. Oh my God, Christmas is a week from Sunday. Where did the time go? Where did the time go? So I all of a sudden went, do I have a lot to do to get ready? Oh my goodness. My heart just started, and I have a lot to get ready. What my family does, and I may have mentioned this to you before, was we each spend $30 by 6 $5 lotto tickets and share hope for the holidays. That's what I call it, sharing hope for the holidays. Many of my family, my parents are on a fixed income, and so I always hated, and many people are on a fixed income. I'm not saying, this to draw attention to my parents or anything, but when you're on a fixed income, and you love Christmas, Christmas is your favorite. You can tend to throw caution to the wind and just run up those credit cards and buy people their latest dreams. And then January comes and you're just in debt. And this is what my parents did every year for me until I was about 40. I kept trying to say to them, I am not 9. I don't need, even at 9, I didn't need a million presents under the tree. Yes, it looked cool, but if I had known at 9 years old that my parents could possibly have been going into debt to make me happy, I just didn't want that. So I tried to explain to my parents in my 20s and in my 30s and in my 40s, and they, especially my mother, just ignored me because, she's my mom. You may have a mom like this. You're saying, Mom, I don't need anything, blah, blah, blah. And all your mom hears is, wah, 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 wah. What do you want for Christmas? Mom, I said, I love you. Just give me a hug and a kiss. Wah, wah, wah. What do you love for Christmas? So I came up with this idea about 10 years ago about the lottery. And I said to my parents, you keep going into debt to give us gifts. And really, we have so many lovely things that you've given us. But how about we do something that will take care of all of us, that give us the opportunity to give someone a major gift? They could scratch and win anything from $5 to $100,000, that there's that hope there. And that each person, we pick a number that's doable. And then every year they know what they're going to spend on our family. So every year we spend $30. So let's say last year we spent $30. We know as a family that we're going to spend $30 the next December. So you can put $1, you can put $1 in the jar. Once a week. You can put 50 cents in a week until you hit $30. You can put, $5 here, $10 here. You can break it up any way you want. And then by December, you have your $30 and then you get 6 tickets. We scratch it and who knows. Last year, we did really well. Everybody won something. And those prizes were from $10 all the way up to $200. And my dad was the big winner last year. He won $200. So and for someone on a fixed income, this is a nice little yahoo, right? And of course, being my father, who is generous to a fault, he gave it to his kids. So, but at least, you know what I'm saying? So it's really fun. It's really loud. My family scratching all together and shouting out if they won something or shouting out if they didn't. We have lots to eat. It's a regular meal. It's very fun. It's very festive. We have Christmas music playing and just having a blast. So that's what I've got to do. I am in charge of getting the tickets because I'm the one who studies. And by studying, I mean that you can go to California Lottery, in my case, californialottery.com, and you can look at the scratchers and see what ones have the most prizes unclaimed. Okay. So that way we have all the hope potential as possible. And that's me. So I haven't done that yet. I'm a little behind. I'm a lot behind. I thought I had 2 weeks. Now I find out I have 1. So I better get on it. So that's the deal with me. And that's the deal what I do with my family. So that's why I'm a little bit, panicked. But I wanted to just give a shout out to Avatar today because I know so many of you are excited about Avatar. Some of you have seen Avatar already. Avatar 2, I should say. And a lot of you are really looking forward to it because you loved Avatar 1. And power to you. Tell your friends because Disney needs to make $1 billion in order to break even. This is, they said that the biggest flop was this Strange World. But Avatar, if it doesn't make its billion, it's maybe not going to be the biggest flop, but they will consider it a flop. So if you love Avatar, tell your friends, get out to the theater, have a viewing party so you can support a movie that you love. Okay. That's mainly why I posted it in the thumbnail today, because I wanted to encourage you guys to go see it if you really, really, really love it. Okay. I'm más o menos, but it doesn't mean that I want to see someone put their hard-earned dollars in and then fail. But the failure will be a tell to them. Don't maybe not spend $1 billion on a film. We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned and we'll see. Okay. This weekend could be the deciding factor. But a lot of times with movies, it's the second weekend that's the deciding factor because many people will go out of the gate to see it for the first time. But if they didn't like it, it falls down in the second weekend, doesn't it? So we'll have to give it a couple of weekends and see. It's going to go right through Christmas. So who knows? People might surf into that to see about what they love. So let's go to you, hear what you have to say. But happy holidays, everyone. And thank you for joining me today. Dennis Ritchie, what a lovely surprise. How are you? Happy holidays. Hello, Joe Penny. Has Disney purchased the U.S. Army to enforce us seeing it in theaters? And there you go. We have a ton of lovely, we have a really good bowl of all kinds of people here on my channel. And this is what makes the channel so fun. So if you find this bowl of crazy comments and oddities and motivation fun, please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends because it's nothing but fun, laughter, joy, and dreams most of the time. Most of the time. Great to have you, Joe. That was lovely. I agree with you on the outrageous costs and then the needed return on films today. Costs have gotten out of hand, not only in movies, but sports figures as well. As for me, I won't be seeing Avatar. Just not my type of movie, as with many of the films produced these days. I'm just old and not in the market, which they are aiming for. I got to ask you, Dennis, did you like Knives Out? If you did, I highly recommend The Glass Onion. Crazy. It's like Clue on steroids. So if you like those kind of movies, a lot of fun. And this one is actually better than the original Knives Out. I thought the original one was really good, but I love this one that they actually outdid themselves. And as I mentioned to the tribe today on Patreon, I said that what was interesting is that it reminds me of the Christopher Guest films, the dog show one. Is it called Dog Show? Or Waiting for Guffman, et cetera, and he uses the same people. That's not the case here. They use the same format, but you know what I mean? Like they make it Clue on steroids. But this one is a lot of fun. You may find yourself enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. So I highly recommend that one. And maybe Pinocchio by Guillermo del Toro. I just say that, just remember it's not Walt's film. It is Guillermo del Toro's film. So if you like Guillermo del Toro and you love stop motion, and I mean, you feel it right here. So please check out Pinocchio if you get a chance. It's on Netflix. So you'll enjoy it, as is The Glass Onion on Netflix. So you don't even have to leave your house to enjoy it. And that might be just the movie for you, Dennis, since Avatar is not. I will tell you, if it's our movie, I know it's going to be very pretty, but pretty isn't going to keep it going. Story keeps things going, doesn't it? So that's what I'm hoping will happen, is we get some good, yummy story. That's what I want. I like story. Yeah. I like story. Wow, Terry, your AMA is great. Fun, lovely personality, knowledge to answer questions, and good production. What were the milestones from your start of these today? That's a good question, Frank. Yeah, and the timing is brilliant because December is my celebrate and fix. So this is first of all, let me say that I'm 65. Did I mention that I was 65 almost? I'm 65 and a half. My unbirthday is actually the 21st of December. And I didn't grow up with this format. Okay. Not an excuse, a fact. Didn't grow up with a computer. Really don't know what to think about a phone that is more powerful than, that cannot be used as a murder weapon and is more powerful than a locomotive. It almost can leap tall buildings in a single bound. I am just surprised over and over again at the technology and how it has advanced in my lifetime. But this kind of talking, this kind of thing called social media is an enigma for me. And I actually do have a small meltdown every time someone says I should join something that I'm not a part of. So I'm YouTube and Facebook centric, meaning those are the two, and Instagram. Those are the platforms that I really have been doing for the last 4 years. And now you've got your TikTok and you got your uh there's another one. What's it called? I don't want to say twit Twizzler or something, uh, where you can talk to people and I don't know. Anyway, it's more than tongue can tell, and I'm just overwhelmed by it. So basically, what I can tell you is, if you're someone watching this today, and you're saying to yourself, "I don't know if I could do this. I'd like to do this, but I don't know if I can maintain it." Take little bites. Okay. So the first time I did this, and you can look for it on Facebook, I think you can still find it. I think I tagged it in. I don't know if I tagged it in my playlist on YouTube. I don't think so, because I was only doing Facebook originally, because I thought baby steps, little bites, right? And I was terrified. I'd never done it before. And I found a coach, Tim Gillette, who does blog and videocon. That's blogandvideocon.com or timgillette.com. He coached me into starting small, and my husband helped me with the camera system you see here. So as you see me switch between cameras, it's not that I'm super savvy, it's that I have a husband who understands. I have a 5-year-old brain when it comes to this. It has to be so easy that even I can remember it. Now, why am I sharing with it to you? First, Frank's question, which is a brilliant one, but also to help you for in the new year. If you want to get on social media, just jump. Okay. Find a platform you like and jump. Maybe it's TikTok, which I am on it, but have no clue how to be on it. So I'm going to have a class with one of my tribe members on the 1st, on January 1st. We're going to get with him, and he's going to show me how to navigate TikTok, because so many of you have asked me to be on TikTok. I'm on there. I'm just not present on there. You follow me? So I'm on there because I put it up, and I did a little video, and it had the music on it, and I didn't like the music. And how do I get the music off? And how do I be in control of something that seems to want to have control of me? And blech was my initial reaction, right? So I did not want to deal with it. And so the tribe, my friend Travis, who flies with Delta Airlines, he's going to have a layover here, and he's really good. He's known as the Disney record guy. So go check him out on TikTok. Very good. Has a good following, and he's going to help me. So again, if I cut to patreon.com/Terri Hardin, this is to let you guys know that this is where these people are. You get all kinds of support, help, and love. And it's a great group of people. I'm so honored. I may have started it, guys, but everyone who joins is a finisher and is a beautiful diamond. And it's a great community. So for $5 a month, that could be your New Year's resolution, to join us and make your voice heard, because we need you. We all need each other. And this is a great place to start. Patreon.com/Terri Hardin. But to get back to Frank's question, I'm better. You can see I'm kind of savvy now. It looks like I know what I'm doing, doesn't it? But it didn't start there. I started with my phone, and my coach said, just start. So he showed me the Facebook, how to push Facebook Live on my phone, how to, but what he didn't tell me is I turned it, and the camera part didn't turn. It stayed this way. Okay. Or no, it was fine this way. But when I posted on Facebook, it turned this way. So in the comments, I said, turn your phone. And luckily it was so locked, it didn't keep changing. You could actually turn your phone and watch the video. So if I can do it, you can do it. That's the first thing I did. I went live. I tried to type a title in. I typed a title in, and then I sort of sat like this. Hi. And then I had to ask you if I was on, because I didn't know I didn't know where to look. I had no idea which way to look. I had no idea if I was live. I had no idea where to look for your comments. I had zero clue, but I just jumped. I am one of those people that is, go through the door of opportunity and figure it out afterwards. And I realize that many of you are not that person. So that's the other thing that my page does, is help you to become that person if you want to, or at least be someone who goes through an opportunity door when it opens for you, so that when you come out the other side, you're having some of the things that you dream and love about, that maybe you've just been a little concerned about walking through. Also, to tell you, you're a very special person. You're a good person. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you deserve to be happy and you deserve to do something that you love. So that's what it's about. Patreon.com/Terri Hardin. And I hope you'll join us. But I jumped. It was weird. It was crazy. It was unusual. And it got 1,000 views. So either people love mistakes, or they just wanted to show me some love. And I really, really appreciated it. But that's where it started. My coach then told me how to turn the phone before I went live, because I was trying to turn my phone after going live, and you have to do it before you go live. So you get yourself all set up. You turn your phone first, frame your shot, and then go live. That's what you got to do if you're going to be on Facebook. But I have all kinds of little things that we did. My husband went into his studio. He's a photographer, cameraman, and editor for NBC Studios, about to retire. And he went into his shop and he found all these old cameras that are around here. And all of the cameras, including the one that I'm speaking to you now from, are ones he just had laying around that no longer function as a camera, because you know how things in technology come and go like water. They just, so this can no longer record on the DVC tapes. But if they have an HDMI input or output, so that they can, I can put it to what's called a switcher. And I'm talking to you very slowly because this is how you had to talk to me. You can create all of this cool stuff that's going on now, and shift between and show cool stuff, and look professional, and act as if in the beginning, act like you're professional. Right. And then you just get better and don't worry about it. I found that YouTube and Facebook and all of y'all on here, and my patrons too, just share a lot of love and share a lot of fun tips and tricks. And of course, I have my husband, who is very helpful. And coming in the new year, since he's retiring, we're going to work on giving you really good content. But yeah, I will explain that later as we get closer to the end of the year. I will talk to you about the changes that are coming to my channel and the changes that are coming to my life, because did I mention I'm almost 66? So it's time to spend time with my husband, but it doesn't mean I'm disappearing. I love you guys very, very much. And I feel you need some of the things I have to say. So I will continue to do that. But Frank, yep. Now I kind of feel a little savvy when I go out. Still not as savvy as I should be. And one of the things that many of my advisors, including Tim Gillette, has said is it's time to do some pre-recorded content for you, so you've got a lot more to watch, that you don't have to wait for Monday or Friday or whenever I'm broadcasting live. You can just jump in and watch all these videos that I'm doing. And so we're going to work on that too. For you, and especially for my patrons on Terri's Tribe. So consider joining Terri's Tribe, patreon.com/Terri Hardin. And thank you, Frank, for that. That's really sweet of you. What's the latest on the chess set? Yes, the Rolly Crump chess set. We've had to step back from that a little bit for various reasons. Rolly needed to step back. I needed to step back. It was kind of like the hokey pokey. I would step in and Rolly needed time. I would step out. Rolly was ready and I needed time. So those of you who are just joining me now or haven't heard the story, I am now helping my elderly parents. I am their advocate, their champion, if you will. So a lot of work for me here to do. And I wrote Rolly and said, I have to wait. I have to step away from my desk. And I have to take care of my parents, which I did. Now things, knock on wood, are leveling out. But the truth be told, I want to be able to get the chess set done. So in the celebrate and fix, which December is for me, I celebrate that which is done. I was able to take care of my parents. Yay! Able to write it so that my dad is doing so well. He no longer has congestive heart failure. Yay! But I didn't get the chess set out in October like I wanted to. Oh, but Rolly has asked me to take a moment and give him time to. He's busy. So, and I think it's with family. So, whatever the reason is, he just said, let's hold off on the Zoom calls until next year. So, I am still sculpting. I've made a couple of minor changes to the pawn because I got a chance to walk away from it, look at it, and then go, I don't like the way it's developing. So, I'm developing it again. Also, and so the chess set is working, and I got the chance to show it at a professional gallery, the Lewis Galleries that you saw in the beginning with the pin. And people really enjoyed it. And actually, a couple of people actually played chess, moved them around the board, my art proofs, which I allow you to touch some of my sculptures because how are you going to know if you love them? So, super exciting, super cool. And it's happening. It's just going to happen in 2023. It's going to be one of the main things I do in 2023. I also have a book I'm illustrating. I'm 5 illustrations away from that being done. These illustrations can be very challenging because I am not the writer of the book. I'm the illustrator of the book. And so the person who's the author has what they see, and then there's what I see. And sometimes what I see is not what they see. And so that's what we're doing. We're doing is this what you see? Yes, yay, no, what's different? And it's very sweet because many of you have met my dear friend Lynette Eklund, and she apologizes for changing the drawings, but the reality of it is it's her book. So I'm very happy. I'm honored to be her illustrator, and she just make the changes. It's fine. I don't take it personal. I pretend that I'm drawing for you, right? Another celebrate is that I'm painting and that my paintings are selling and that I'm starting to get into my own style, even though it shifts around because it's a study. So next year will be a lot of painting. I want to have time just to paint. I want to have time to spend time with my parents and not worry about deadlines. Sound like you? You deserve to do this. I've been doing what I love since I was 8. Okay, I didn't always love school. But I've been doing what I love since I was 8, making a living as an artist since I was 8 years old. And so now I worked really hard last year. And so this year is to pull back and to start to stop and smell the roses and to appreciate being alive. And now I have time to enjoy my husband and my family and my mom and dad who are both still here. So I plan to do that. What does that look like for you? I will keep you posted as I'm still mapping all of that out. So I hope that helps you. The chess set is moving forward. It will move forward in 2023. I actually am a lot happier because it looks like I might have a place to sell it and to get it in front of people who may want the entire set, which is what my dream is. But then the reality is when I started the project of the Rolly Crumb chess set, all I was going to do was do a piece for Rolly Crumb and be done. But Rolly felt like there were so many people who loved the Museum of the Weird that he didn't want it just to be for him. He wanted me to do a few different designs and things. And so next year, that's what's going to be the focus, as well as a couple of one-of-a-kinds that I promised like easily a long time ago, and I'm going to get back on them, including my Jessica Rabbit, which I am just looking at her dying to do. And I just want to get her finished so that the owner can not only have her, but see her and have her and get all excited. So those 2 are the pieces I really want to work on next year. I will continue to sell Jiminy Cricket and the Cheshire Cat. I should let you guys know while I'm talking about pieces that I do have. Forgive me, a little snarfly today. I don't know why. Let's see. Let me just pull up, if I can, my, let me just see if I have them here. Do 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 do. Okay, so wanted to show you this little guy. This is Jiminy Cricket, and Jiminy, I only have 3 left, and he is sold out. Jiminy Cricket with the Wish Upon a Star wrapping paper in the sweet little box. A cricket can't be too careful. This is Jiminy Cricket in his hobo outfit. And it is a limited edition of 100 pieces by yours truly, me, Terry Hardin. And there's only 3 left. So feel free to go to terryhardin.com and go up to online store and click on that. You could probably do / online store. I haven't tried it yet. Remember, I'm 65. But go there if you want to buy them. There's only 3 left. It may say there's more inventory. I sold a lot at the gallery, so he's gone down to 3 now. $200 a piece. So if you want one, grab them while they're hot. Only 3 left. Okay, and not if he's not, I'm just trying to let you know what I've got and what's getting less. Okay, might make a nice Christmas gift if you got someone like that on your agenda. All right, so just wanted to let you know about that as well. Also, we have the Cheshire Cat, and the Cheshire Cat is available. The Cheshire Cat is $250, and I have about 20 left, and he looks like, are you serious? You don't have it with the box? Are you kidding me? I can't even believe that. Let me just look here in my reasons and see if I can find him. I cannot believe I don't have a Cheshire Cat with the box. Yes, I do. I'm so silly. Here it is. Here he is. Here he is with his box. And he is $250, limited to 50. That's 50. And I've got about 20 left. And on the top, he has crazy paper inside. The boxes are designed by me and all done by hand. We're all mad here, it says on the top. They are numbered and signed on the bottom, and they come with a certificate of authenticity. So this too is available. Just trying to let you know what's out there. And these you can buy from me. So terryhardin.com. Click on my online store in the bar above. It'll take you right to the store and you can shop. Okay. All right. And there's other things in there too. Just give a look and order, and I'll fulfill it before Christmas. Okay. Now, don't order Christmas Eve and expect me to fulfill it before Christmas. Don't do that. But if it's something that you'd like to do for someone, and then I have my Giggling Pumpkins book as well. So there you go. There's that. Those are those Ask Me Anything questions, but that's kind of a roundabout with everything, including the chess set. And here's a picture of the chess set so you can see what Frank is asking about. I finished the bishop a few months ago, and now I'm working on the pawn. So there they are. They're about 6 inches tall. You need the real estate. The chessboard is big enough that it's going to need like a card table if you're going to set this out on it. It's made to play with. You are allowed to move it around. I have been chatting with chess players to find out what chess players do. I played it in high school, but not well. And I had chess players, and then chess players came by the gallery and actually tried them out and told me that they were really great. They felt solid, they felt good, and they felt, nice in their hands. And that I know that made Rolly very happy. I just told him that people love it and that they are continuing to love it. So I'm going to give him all kinds of love that I can, and wish him a happy holiday, as I hope you do. And then back in it, back in the saddle next year. Thanks for the question, Frank. Hi, Audrey. Did you watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas? You bet I did. Guardians of the Galaxy has me at hello because of Rocket, which I named my dog after. There wasn't enough Rocket, but I sure did like Rocket. And I actually took a few pictures of Rocket's outfit because I was going to do a different outfit for my little dog, Rocket, who stands on her hind legs. I want to dress her for Halloween as Rocket, and I think next year I'll actually get to do that because I'm kind of becoming more like a retired person and a little less like a crazy person. But I'm excited to build that outfit for her, and I thought the outfit that he wore in that Christmas belly show was really nice, very simple. And I'm going to start it on a harness for my dog that will be the base that I build the actual costume on top of. So she's comfortable in it, because after all, she's a dog, and she may not like, too much accoutrement. I will make it nice and light. And I plan to do a video on how you can do this for your dog and things. There's a book I'm working on called Light as a Feather, and it teaches you how to do beautiful things with light materials so you don't break your neck when you make your Hella hat. So all kinds of stuff like that. But I thought the Christmas special was cute. Did I love it? No, but I thought it was cute. And I always get a kick when Kevin Bacon is in stuff. So I loved it. And it was just, it had enough adorability for me to stick with it. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed it very, very much. Audrey, did you like it? Dennis, I'll check out your movie suggestion. Yeah, I think you'll like it. And I mean, you're watching it on Netflix. So if you don't, just turn it off. This is one of the things that I think streaming is very special. Okay. Sorry, but I mean, I love the theater, but honestly, I've seen a couple movies this year on a screener that I am grateful I saw it on a screener, because I would have felt tortured in the movie theater. And I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm going to let you look at some movies and later on, because I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. I did Ghostbusters and Men in Black and Dune and Monkey Bone and Flintstones and Theodore Rex, I'm sorry to say. Good movies, bad movies, good TV, Captain EO, just a ton of things that I did. Google me. Then you really won't believe what I have to say. But did a lot of these films. And so as a result, I get screeners as a Screen Actors Guild member, because as you know, we do the Guild Awards. So we're starting to get these screeners. My husband is an art director, so he gets them earlier than I do. And we're watching them. And sometimes they're on a DVD, or you get a code that you can screen. And oh, you are so grateful that you are not in a movie theater, because this year there are a few that are not so easy for us to watch. Now, let me give you a little bit of information, and that is I'm 66, almost 66 years old. I may not be the demographic for most films. So I take that into consideration, but I do vote for what I love. And that's why we have this eclectic mix in the Screen Actors Guild and in the Academy, so that they can jumble up that box and see how many people they have, what's called nomination committees. Those committees watch as many films as they can, put forward to the Guild and put forward to the Academy what films they think should be nominated. And then we vote on the ones that they put forward. And that's how these pictures are chosen that you get to see and go watch and are voted on again and get the awards. So that's how it works. And like I said, some of the screeners I am very grateful are screeners, so that I can just go, yeah, don't get that one. Next. Not bragging, just grateful. Just really, really grateful. Good morning, Terry Harden. Jackson from Michael and Mom. Michael, you are there. You are on the screen. Look, Michael Roman. There you are, sweetie. So you nailed it. Okay. And good morning to you too. Good morning, everyone. Wishing you joy of time this year. Connie Lane. You too. It's going to be a fun day on the 28th with the tribe. So I hope that some of you will consider joining us. It's going to be really fun. Really, 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 really fun. You might be busy on the 28th in the evening, and that's fine. And you may think to me, an extra $5 a month is too much for you to spare, even if it's just 1 month. But I'm going to tell you about it, because it's such a great group of people that I don't want you to say, I didn't hear about it. Don't you want me inside the tribe? Don't you want me as a member? Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. And it's a beautiful place there. And the thing to get you in is $5 a month, and that shows me you have skin in the game, and therefore I will too. And that's just kind of the way it works. I don't really ask a lot of you, and that's what you get. And yeah, check it out. See if you like it. That's all I have to say about that. You get people like Connie, Michael, Audrey, and all of them are super super fun. Um, Audrey is very very creative. She builds a lot of prop type stuff, and a lot of times it's for her dad. So that's a lot of fun to watch her in action. Michael Roman and his mom are travelers. They tend to share with us their adventures and experiences as they jet set over a lot of places, a lot of times to the Disney Family Museum because they are active members, and we get to hear what their itineraries are and what it was like to see and meet people that were there, and things like that. Connie, who is a Disney cast member and a very special one. She was ambassador to Walt Disney. So Connie shares with us what it was like to be actually in Walt Disney's presence. If this is something that you've wondered, let me tell you, books about it and stories about it and second generation stories where people didn't actually get to meet Walt don't hold a candle to someone who sat in front of the man and got to experience the man for not one, not two, but several years. So, like I said, lots of lovely, wonderful people in the tribe. And I hope you will join us because it's fabulous. And then, of course, there's me, who is going to give you a run for your money if you start to whine to me about why the world sucks and why they hate you, because I'm going to tell you, not everybody hates you. Okay? Look in the mirror and realize you are a human being. That's the blessing that you have. And let's start talking about your blessings, and let's start talking about how you can change your mindset or help your mindset to get you your foot on the right path in 2023 and get to doing what you want to do if you're that person, or polish it and make it better if you are that person but you're just starting out, or you don't know. We'll have suggestions for you. Those people are in there too, all walks of life. So we hope that you will join us. And that's what I have to say about that. Yeah. Yeah. It's incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I will always be an advocate for Theodore Rex. Jessica, I love you. I love you. It is a sweet movie. It's just that you look at it and you go, how in the world did this ever get made? Come on. Really? I mean, yeah. Yeah. And I will say that Bruce Lanoyle, who is a Muppeteer, a very pretty well known one, if you were to Google him as well. He, his little boy, we were both doing Theodore Rex, and his little boy, when we watched it and just went, oh man, this movie is just terrible. And his little boy, age 3, I'll never forget, balled up his little fists, stood in front of the television set, and looked at us very sternly and said, that's a good movie, and you take that back now. And I mean, if you can imagine a little 3-year-old boy just defending Theodore and Molly, we all were sitting in Bruce's living room, and we all said, okay, it's a good movie. And he says, it is a good movie. And we said, it is a good movie. You're right, Nikki. And now Nikki is an adult. And so if he ever watches this, he's going to go, oh man, Terry, that story again? Maybe it's a sign of getting old. You talk about the little kids that stand up for their rights, and this 3-year-old was not having. So Jessica, I'm with you. It was an honor to do that movie. Honestly, not every movie that you enjoy doing comes out on top. Okay, having filmed quite a few movies in television, the movies, it's not everything you work on is a blockbuster, and you have tons of fun doing it. And then they change it in post, or it just doesn't come up the way you thought it was going to come up. And yet you got to meet some amazing people. Theodore Rex, I got to meet and work with Whoopi Goldberg. And it was a joy. And she is she's a natural teacher. And the other thing about her is she's very strong in her opinions. And sometimes when I'm a little Melba Toast about my opinions, which doesn't happen often, but sometimes I'm kind of like, I don't know. She's not like that. She takes a stand, and I've always admired her for taking a stand and being able to defend her point of view. Sometimes we don't like it. Sometimes people don't appreciate the way that she presents it. But we've got to love the woman for stepping forward and being bold and doing, because some people just don't want to get involved. I don't know, and please, no conflict. And that's kind of a challenging life to live too. So, So yeah, love her bunches. Everyone knew her. So I got to meet some incredible people while shooting that movie, Theodore Rex. And I'll never forget it. I mean, she knew James Bond. And, I walk in and James Bond is standing there talking to her. And I was like, you know James Bond? Um, and then I went, puppeteers are really twisted. We are underfloors and in trunks, not riding on the seat. So we will do all this crazy stuff. And he just got a big kick, big smile across his face when I started doing that. And then she had a great time punking me because I do have strong opinions. So she wanted to see if I'd step up and tell the person I had the opinion about, who wasn't there, if I would tell the person to their face, which absolutely I will. So I never want to say behind somebody's back what I wouldn't say to their face. So there you go. There you go. So there's a little bit of, there's love for Theodore Rex there for you, Jessica. It was a dream. It was the film that Whoopi Goldberg called my dad personally and invited him to the set, and then sent a car to get my dad and bring my dad to the set. I mean, that's how generous this woman is. Mwah, to you, Whoopi. Always a pleasure. My dad still talks about it today. And we just, it was just magical. I'm telling you, a magical experience on set, even though the end product may have been not as magical as we would like. Okay, let me say it like that for you, Jessica, because I appreciate how much you like that movie. And we have it too. So, I talk about it because there's some great stuff. There's some great effects in there. There's some fun things. And I loved being Molly, yeah, it was fun. Now, there was also weird stuff too. You can ask me about that movie because there was some weird things going on at that movie too. Oh, Lordy, really crazy, wacko stuff. But there you are, So thank you for that, Jessica. Which James Bond? Right after, I think it was Timothy Dalton. Yeah, it was Timothy Dalton. Yes, Timothy. I was afraid I wasn't going to remember. But yeah, it was Timothy Dalton. Yeah, he was just tickled. What's really cute about James Bond is the actors that get to play it. Like, you remember Pierce Brosnan was really fighting for it for a long time. And one of the reasons, Pierce Brosnan, he had the looks, but he was a shorter man. And I know this because I met him at K&B Studios in Chatsworth, where I was building the prehistoric ground sloth skeleton for Relic. And I was working to get over on Wild America. So I was working on those two movies, and I was in the studio, and Glenn Close came because I was working on some things not because of me, but I was also working on Mars Attacks. I did the presidential parakeet. I did a set of presidential parakeets. And then I also did the Dove of Peace that gets blown up by the Martians. I was sculpting those two creatures, and she was coming in because she had to have a body cast or a face cast done. I don't remember, but they were doing some sculpting of Glenn, and she came in, and Pierce came in for something else. And we congratulated him on finally becoming James Bond, but he was about my height. So I know that a lot of times when they do these movies, especially James Bond, they want him kind of tall in stature, because then you have more of the beautiful women that are so known for the James Bond series. You don't have to worry about their height because, some men don't like women who are taller than them. I found that out in college, which was too bad because your height matters not if you're a cool person. But sometimes for men, they want a woman who's their height or shorter. So I think that's one of the reasons that they sort of pushed back. And also, he was known, wasn't he, for TV a lot of the times. That's what a lot of people were telling me when I was working at K&B, that might have been the reason. But finally, he got to do it. He did a great job, an awesome job. But he was really happy. I remember I went into the commissary. He was having a cup of coffee, and I was working at K&B on another movie. And I walked in and said, "Congratulations, James Bond." And he just smiled. So yeah. Yeah, they kind of like it when you're behind the scenes doing that because, your colleagues more than fans. But yeah, it was quite fun. It was quite fun. So yeah. So it was cool. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I can't tell you. I don't know honestly, Joe, I don't know the line. I just remember that there was a big article about how excited Timothy was to do James Bond. He had been fighting for it too, and he was excited. And now he's standing, casually, talking to Whoopi Goldberg, with a coffee. They're just like this. Whoopi did a lot of this. Everybody knew Whoopi Goldberg, so they're all here with their coffee, talking. So I'd walk in and see, incredible people standing with her and just go, whoa, I mean, if you watch Theater Rex, it is full of amazing, amazing actors in there. And you're like, whoa, wow. Oh, you remember the movie Music Box? The guy who played the father in that. I love this actor, just love this actor. He was in Theater Rex, and I had a lovely conversation with him. Just told him that, his body of work is incredible. Guy is incredible. But that was what was happening, is the whole movie Theater Rex is full of incredible actors. And the movie and it had Bud Cort, okay, of Harold and Maude. He gave me his card and it said Bud Cort actor. This is before he blew up on the screen again. This was the first time he had been on in a long time, and then he just chewed up movies after that. Everybody wanted him in the movies, which made me very happy for him because he was a really sweet fella. But my gosh, Harold and Maude, one of my favorite movies. Is I love Harold and Maude. I could watch it a million times. I just think it's wild and crazy and fun. And he was just adorable. So like I said to Jessica, there's a lot of good reasons to love a film, even if when it finally hits the box office, it's not what you expected because some fear was involved, or who knows why they changed it, but it was changed. Yep. Thank you. Yes, Joe. Bob, good morning, Terry and friends. Wishing a Merry Christmas to all. To say Patreon page is very interesting, fun, and supportive. Bob Burdine. They are just a great group of people as well, part of the tribe. Happy holidays. Yeah, you guys must be getting excited. I'm getting nervous because I realize that I'm behind by a week. I thought I had 2 weeks and I have 1 week. I was going to go to Costco early and now I'm going to be in the middle of the rush of Costco. Oh, shudder. Are you laughing now because you're in the same boat? Join me in the laughter of, oh no, I've got to go there. So yikes. Have you been watching any of the current season of Yellowstone at all? This year's a little longer than normal. I caught episodes 1 and 2, I think. Yeah, but I haven't really had a time to sit down. If we sit down at night and watch something, I know I have a feeling Yellowstone's going to be nominated again. And if it is, then I'll watch the whole series like I did last time. Last year for SAG, they were nominated for their 4th season. This is how I found out about Yellowstone. And binge watched all 4 seasons because I thought they were just unbelievable. Really good. And because they use real cowboys, I've said this before, just being able to see real cowboys on a series is just great. I mean, real people playing themselves. That always gets me happy. I just love it. And I love this. Real Native Americans playing themselves, and cowboys playing themselves, real rodeo riders, barrel racers, all of the different characters, rodeo clowns, et cetera, et cetera. You just go, wow, this is amazing. It's really authentic and gritty and fun. And I love it. So I'd like to watch it. I pray I can watch it, but I figure it's going to happen when they're going to get nominated. I just can't imagine they won't. And when they do, I'll sit down because it will be part of my job to watch it. And then I'll watch it. The Screen Actors Guild nomination screeners and things like that come out in January. So right now we are watching the ones that Lindsay, my husband, needs to see as an art director. And that one isn't on the list, I don't think. But he has had some very interesting things come across the bow. And I keep begging him to see this one that he really wants to see, but he says it might be aggressive. I'm ready. Okay, we've seen a lot that appear aggressive and then they just, I'm not going to name them. In private, if you want me to name them, I'll tell you some of the ones that I don't think are very good. And I went really excited. We fired them up really excited, and then we're just so disappointed. And that's a shame because we were We were really hoping. We go to every movie wanting to love it and wanting it to be difficult. Yeah, like last year when Coda hit the screen, and first time I saw Coda, and I just went crazy. Everybody was loving the power of the dog, and the Academy was even saying that it was good. People were even saying it was going to take, not the Academy, but people were saying it was going to take the Academy Award. And I said, I've been watching Academy Award films since I was 3. I always watch the Academy Awards. I know the Academy pretty well, even though I'm nowhere near a member. But I know their taste, and I know what they like, and I know that when a film is really, really good and cutting edge, they usually vote for it, i.e. Coda. And Coda was brilliant. And everyone told me Power of the Dog was going to be the winner. And I said, no way. I won a lot of contests because of my movie choice. But that's because I feel that I know the Academy. And they weren't going to disappoint me. This was going to be a Goodbye Girl moment where everyone told me the Goodbye Girl would not win, and I knew it would. Richard Dreyfuss was just too doggone good in that movie. And I said, bam, it's going to win. And it did. And just like Coda, this one swept the competition. The one thing it didn't get was Best Director, I believe. And I was like, how is this possible? You can get Best Picture and not get Best Director. Who knows? But Power of the Dog was a real dog. I just thought that movie was a waste of my time. Really could not stand it. And when people kept saying it was good, I was like, are we watching the same movie? And my husband touched my arm gently and said, maybe you're not the demographic. Hello. I obviously was not, because I really did not like that film at all. I thought that was 2 hours of torture. Power of the Dog was a dog. So thank you, Academy, for voting for Coda and for giving them the Academy Award that was so well deserved. Sent me over the back of my couch, jumping up and down and happy dancing like a little kid, because that movie was brilliant. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's a movie that everyone should be seeing. It's a beautiful movie. And I absolutely loved it. And that's what I want to see this year. Something that gets me so revved up, so excited, that I want to vote for it myself. So that's what I look for. That's what I look for. Kevin Costner has finally been nominated for a Golden Globe for his role. Well, it's about time. I think the first few seasons, people couldn't believe he was that good of an actor. Because Kevin Costner, okay, Dances with Wolves. I was like, oh, he is good in Dances with Wolves. One thing Kevin Costner does, and does really well, is surrounds himself. The director who directs Kevin Costner surrounds himself with great people. And in Dances with Wolves, the people around Kevin Costner were unbelievable. Kevin, sorry, Kevin. But the rest of it, whoa. And that was the way I came to like Kevin Costner, was not because Kevin Costner was going to bring in a rip-roaring performance, but because everyone around him was going to bring a rip-roaring performance in. And I just loved watching the movies for that. But you are absolutely right, Joe. In this one, Kevin chews it up. And what a joy to watch Kevin really dig deep into the role and bring it. I mean, wow. That's what really had me at hello, was watching this gritty, aggressive, it's just a great character. It's the character for Kevin. He's brilliant in it. But I think the first couple of seasons, we were in shock. You know, is that really Kevin Costner? We're not used to this from Kevin. Wow. So it's about time the Golden Globes realized that, yep, he's not only brought it, he's brought it for 4 seasons, right? So good for him. I hope he gets it. I don't know what else is up, but I hope he gets it, because he truly deserves it. He's doing a fantastic job in that, as is just about everyone else in that group. Whew! That thing is chock full of wonderful, delightful characters you can chew on. Just really good. Yeah, really good. When you turn around in this Yellowstone, you're just like, oh, nothing smarmy about that thing. Just gritty and yummy and westerny. Just great. My agent keeps sending them my picture, because I'd love to apply as an extra that rides the horse way in the background. I don't need to speak a line or anything. If they want to give me a line and kill me off, that's fine. I just really want to 8 hours of riding a horse in the background and saying I was on Yellowstone. Yeah, that's all I need. Yep. Yep, because I love Westerns, just love them. And I know my look isn't really Westerns look, and I'm not willing to change it. So just put me way in the background and say, ride your horse, you know? I saw Steven Spielberg's The Fablemans, and it was awesome. Here's where we disagree, Joe. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Let's not debate it now because people haven't seen it. But yeah, no. No, no, no. And I wanted to like it. It's a Spielberg after all, and I couldn't stand it. I kept thinking it was a college production and they stole Steven's name. Yeah, it just, yeah, no, nope, nope. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil it for everybody else. No, no. I was watching you on YouTube. Love Yellowstone. I do. I love it. I do. I do. I do. It's fantastic. It's really, really great. So I'd love to watch the new season. I'm, kind of, but you know when you're doing your work and you're taking care of your family and you're doing a lot of stuff, TV doesn't have a lot of room. So I'm hoping that in the new year, as I pull up the blanket of retirement a little tighter to my body, artists never retire, by the way, but a little more of it to spend time with my mom and my dad and my husband. I'm excited for 2023. I think it's going to be a bang up year. And any of you who are in numerology, 2023 is a 7. So that's a lucky number. I know it's going to be great for my cousin. 7 is his number. So I expect he's going to have some magical things happen for him. But I just think it's going to be cool. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, right? 7. Yeah, my math. Check me on this. Make sure I'm saying the right thing. But yes, I think it's going to be a really great time where I will pull the blankets of retirement a little closer. I'm going to make some changes in my life and in my social media and in everything so that I can spend more time with my family. As many of you has pointed out, your parents are no longer with you and you miss them deeply. Well, I've got mine and I need to celebrate that I have them and spend as much time with them as I can. And I want to do that. I am eager to do that. I have like you, I have 2 very beautiful parents and they're still here. So I'm very blessed with that. And as you have all been so sweet in telling me, be glad you have them. And I am. So 2023 is the year I'm going to really show them. I've been showing them all this year since I started taking care of them. And I'm not like a caregiver for them. I'm an advocate for them. I'm their bulldog, so when people mess with them, they sick me on them. So it's been great to fight for them. And in my father's case, he's gotten so much better. And I had a hand in that. So I'm joyful about that. My mother, I'm hoping that the convalescent hospital is no longer code red with COVID-19 so I can go see her. I haven't been able to see her for a month because they've been code red at the convalescent hospital. And I can't go in at that time. It's too dangerous for my dad and for my husband and for me. Oh, that COVID. If we were going to make a villain that was named COVID, what would it look like? And not the virus, okay? That's a cheesy exit. But what would that cartoon villain look like, I wonder? Because I just think of him as in the shadows, waiting to pounce when you least expect it, So, yeah. So, and that's what it did. It pounced on I was going to take my father to see my mother for the first time in over 2 years. And he was better. He was healthy. And they gave a special agreement to bring him in with me. And she said, sorry, code red. Burp, burp, burp. So hopefully. Anyway, that's my thoughts. That's my joys. And that's what I'm looking forward for in 2023. But remember, even if you're not a numerologist, 7 is a lucky number. So own it, guys. Own it. Embrace it, right? And January 1st, for those of you who love Asian culture, which I do, it's the number 8. So that's another very lucky number in Chinese New Year, Chinese culture. And so there's another thing you can take home to the bank and enjoy, right? So yeah, we've got some good stuff coming your way. Everything's coming your way. And then never be sad to sing, even if you sing badly, just sing because if it makes you feel good, right? Yeah, yeah, just do it. Good morning, beautiful. Hello, Catherine. Kevin's doing very well. All scars clear. We love that. Yes. Spend as much time with them as possible. Yes. And Catherine, give Kevin love, love. And we hope to see more of you. Yeah, let's see more of you. Yes, yes. Love to you. Happy holidays to you all. All right, guys, I know you got stuff to do. I know there's things that are happening in your life. And if you're like me, you just lost a week before Christmas. Ain't it? So do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. A couple of stories I shared on my Patreon page today. And I will leave you with those as well. I'll leave you with one, my hairdresser. And you may have noticed I have this sort of squiggly hairstyle with this nice little shape up here. That's because my hairdresser decided to make me his masterpiece yesterday. And after 4 hours of drying time and work time, I have this nice, cute, squiggly hairstyle. Bless his heart. But he told me the story of how he went outside his hair salon to have a smoke. He does this often. And he looked down in the tree well, and there he found a wallet. He picked the wallet up, driver's license, credit cards, money, not his. So he could not call, no phone number in the wallet. And he noticed that the address was Simi Valley, and he is in Topanga Canyon, about that far, like not next door, is what I'm saying. Driving. If you're in California, it's a driving. It's going to take him about, depending on traffic, 40 minutes plus to get out there, and then 40 minutes back to get home. He decided to drive there on a whim, jumped in his car with the wallet, drove over to the house, knocked on the door, and said, "Hey, this is going to sound really weird, but bear with me. Does, the young lady live here? Let's say the name is Marcia. Does Marcia live here? Do you have," and he says, "No." He said, "She did, but she moved. She's my daughter." And he says, "Well, this is going to be another weird question, but what's her drama?" And the man on the door said, "What do you mean?" And he says, did your daughter have something happen that's a bit devastating? And are you willing, please bear with me, tell me about it. And the man said she lost her wallet and she was supposed to leave for the holidays in a couple days. And she had lost her wallet. And without the driver's license, you all know when you got to fly. So she was very stressed. And he said, "No, she didn't," my hairdresser said, and held the wallet up. The man said, "Oh my God, you're kidding me." He took the wallet and he said, "Where are you coming from?" And my hairdresser said, "I'm coming from the Topanga Canyon." And the guy said, "You drove all the way up here to give me her wallet?" And he said, my hairdresser said, "Something told me she needed it." And I asked my hairdresser, "How did that make you feel?" And my hairdresser said, "I felt so warm from the top of my head to the tip of my toes." Happy holidays. Do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. So I send you my love. I send you my hugs. I send you my best wishes. And I will see you Monday. Meanwhile, I better go take care of my parents because looks great. I noticed it right away. Thank you, Catherine. Because good morning, Terry. How are you? Hi, Mike. I like it when the game show host says you won the bonus round. You won the bonus round. I'm going to my barber today, says Bob. He always has room. Better, he probably makes room for you. And he's very affordable. He works in the mirror. I've been cutting my hair for the last 20 years. So he's his own barber, always available. In any case, everyone, that story gave me goosebumps. Isn't it lovely? And he just felt, I know that I end each broadcast with that, but the words are very important. You don't have to drive miles, but a phone call to a friend, if you're a Starbucks person, buy the coffee for the car behind you. Just little, you know, the other day we met an amazing waiter, so we tipped the bill. Tipping the bill means we paid in a tip the bill price in cash for that waiter or that server. I guess they're called servers now. So for the server. So you do your job in a magical way. You never know what person is going to say, you deserve a little more than I usually give, and give it to you because we want to do something nice for someone, acknowledge that they're amazing, and it makes not only them feel good, but makes us feel good as well. So do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. I'll see you Monday. Kisses to you. Always a pleasure to be with you on these nice, crisp days. And I will see you Monday, 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 Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.